Hello, yogis. We're in New Orleans today at our friend's house, and they are going to do a yoga flow with us today. Everybody's going to come into an easy position, sitting on your mat. Take a deep breath. Find some grounding. Take another deep breath. You're going to feel your breath going across the back of your throat. That's your Ujjayi breath. You're going to return to your breath anytime you feel yourself leaving your presence, leaving in thought, leaving in uncomfortableness. You're going to return to your breath. Take a deep breath and lengthen your spine all the way to the sky and take your arms up high. And now twist it all the way over to your right, taking your right arm down, not to collapse in your back, and your left hand will grab your right outer knee and your gaze will go over your right shoulder. Just grounding into the present moment, finding what feels good, letting go of whatever's happened in the morning, leaving it right here. Taking your gaze back forward, unwind out of this. Take your shoulders and just round them back. Take another deep breath. Now lengthen your spine and take it all the way over to the left side body. Remember not to collapse. Take that left hand and push down, anchoring and pushing your back up tall, and take your gaze over your left shoulder. 3 in breaths here. Bring your gaze back forward. Unwind out of this. Now I want you to come into a tabletop. Take some crazy movements here, finding what your body needs just for a second to loosen it up. Take your torso and push it forward, and now push it back. We're putting weight across our wrist right now, just waking them up, being mindful. Take your hands and turn them back towards your body. Just giving them a little expression here, finding what feels good, letting them come off the mat a little. Now take them to the outside. And you can go from left to right, and then from forward to back. Now come into a stagnant tabletop. Take your right foot out, toes pointing towards the mat. Now bringing it into your belly and crunch it. Now taking it all the way up and landing it in the back. Set it down. Take your left leg up, stretch it out. Bring it into your belly. Taking it back out. Good job. Now this time I want you to take your right foot all the way to the sky. Bring it to the front of your mat. Bring your hands all the way up. And bringing them down to your heart space, Anjali Mudra. We're going to take our hands to our right knee. Now I want you to take your right hand and place it down to your right side body. Take your left hand to the sky and feel that whole left side stretch. Feeling it? Breathe into it. Come back up. And we're going to take both hands down to the mat. Pop that left foot up towards your torso. Come around with your right foot hand and give it a little stretch here. Just bringing it towards your body. Breathe. Feeling that stretch. One more. You got this. Now release it. We're going to take our right foot back to meet our left. Take some little movements here, finding what feels good. Take your left foot out. Bring it all the way to the front of the mat. Take your hands all the way to the sky, expressing your low lunge. Bring your hands to your center heart. Now, let's get ready for our stretch. We're going to take our left hand down. If they don't go all the way down, you're fine. Bring your right hand all the way to the sky. Find your body's edge and grow it. Bring your right hand down with your left. Now pop your right foot up. Come around with your left hand. And whatever you grab, give it a yummy massage. And breathe. These twists and turns give your body what it needs each day to have new fluids in the joints, to have new muscle memory, to be able to release the stress you took on from this morning, just waking up. Release out of this, bring your hands down to the back. Come into a full plank here. These are your bodybuilders, strength builders. Come all the way down to the mat. Chaturanga. Come up, baby cobra, with your toes touching. Your gaze will go from right to left. Now we're going to curl up and you're going to meet me in a downward dog. Pedal it out. 1 foot at a time, taking a bend in your knee. Now, you can take baby steps or a bunny hop all the way to the front of your mat in a forward fold. Grab both of your big toes and lengthen your gaze out forward. Now dropping it back down. Roll all the way up into Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands all the way up. Interlace your fingers. Palms to the sky. Leaning over to the right. Come back up. Lean it over to the left. Release your hands down by your side. Now I want you to put a bend in your knees. Come down into a squat. Come up in Utkatasana, chair pose. Breathe. Buns of steel here. Take a deep breath. Finding what feels good. Now take another deep breath and we're going to sweep our arms back. Letting go of things that no longer serve us. Breathe. Take it back. Come back up. 2 more times. 1 more. Good job. Now stand all the way up. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Take a deep breath. Good job. We're going to come all the way up with our hands, full body stretch here. And like a waterfall, we're going to let it go all the way to the ground. Come up halfway. And take it back to a full body plank. And go as slow as you can to the yoga mat. Breathing. Focusing on your breath. And now push back into hero pose. Come off your wrists. Roll them out. Finding your breath here. Finding your intent you set for yourself today. Mine was compassion. My word is compassion today for myself, and to know that it's okay to be where I'm at and to just be a little easy with it. Take a deep breath and let it go. Now we're going to take our foot up to the right. Our right foot comes to the front. We're going to take our left hand down to the side and reach our right arm back up. Come back up. Now take your hands to the front of the mat. Pop up onto that left toe and take your right hand all the way to the sky. Good job. Take your right hand down to meet your left. Let's walk our hands to our center of our mat, turning our feet inward. Full body, wide-legged forward fold. Relax into this. 3 deep breaths right here. Take your left hand and grab your right foot. Take your right hand and extend it to the sky. Release your right hand back down to the mat. Now, take your right hand and touch your left foot, and take your left hand to the sky. Now I want you to turn the gaze toward your left foot, turning your left foot towards the back of your mat. You're in a runner's lunge into the back of your mat. Drop that right foot down. Come up into your low lunge. Dropping your right hand down and expressing your left arm to the sky. Moving every body part today. Release your hand. Now, bring your left foot back to meet your right and push up into a downward dog. Good job. Pedal it out right here. Now you can take a bunny hop or baby steps all the way up to your hands here. Grab your two big toes with your fingers and your gaze is forward. Take a deep breath. Relax it back down. Come all the way back up, putting a bend in your knees. We're coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe in, finding your body's edge right here. And now we're going to sweep it back. 1, deep breath. 2, 1 more deep breath. 3. And wherever you are, use your breath to return to this very present moment, mountain pose. Take a deep breath. We're going to take our hands all the way to the sky, interlace our fingers one more time, and this time we're going to take a twist over to the right, taking our torso and twisting it a little. Come back forward. Now let's take our twist over to the left. Twisting our digestive tract, stretching our body, giving it to its limits, creates the best version of us every day. Come back forward. Now release your fingers all the way down by your side. And let's come into a yogi squat. Whatever that looks like for you. And then you can come up on your toes. We're going to stretch our feet a little bit, find out where we are. Come down into Malasana, yogi squat. This is a good reset for you. And if you want to stretch your toes a little bit, come up on your toes. See what that feels like. Find some awareness with that. This is the way most people were taught to sit. And it's correct alignment for your back, for your body. And once you learn to sit in this posture a little more, you can create some better vitality in your back and your body. And it takes on, when I sit on the couch every day, I realize what happened. I have to go sit on the floor for a minute. Yeah, this. Now take your hands down, push up into that forward fold. Grab those two big toes and look outward. Feel that, what you just did. Now come down to the mat, bringing your sit bones all the way down. Bring your right foot in towards your inside of your left leg. Keep a micro bend in your knee. Take your arms up and take it all the way down. And if you touch your feet, give yourself a yummy massage. If you touch your legs, love them. Be where you are with your body. Find your breath. That's the catalyst. It's your breath. Come back up. Now you can take your left arm down behind you and lift up. Take your right arm to the sky. Come back down. Now lean back. Just rotate out of this. Finding your, always keeping a micro bend in anything that you're stretching towards. You don't ever want to overstretch anything. Just find your limit wherever that is, even if you're just hovering over your leg. And you breathe. With each breath, you're able to lengthen that stretch and to be more in it. And then when you slip on the ice, your body already has muscle memory to catch you. Come back up. Now take your right hand down in the back and go up. Bringing it back down. Now I want you to take your left leg behind you and your right leg in front, parallel with the front. We're going to take a deep breath here. Lengthen your spine and taking it all the way down. This is opening your right hip. This will express it a little bit, give it a little bit of opening, give it some more fluids. Come back up. Now we're going to kick back on that right hand again and push up. Breathe. Now I want y'all to rock backwards and do the opposite. Good job. And these are things you can mindfully do anytime you're sitting, anytime you feel a discomfort in your body, give it what it needs. Lengthen your spine and come all the way down. You're going to feel it working on that left hip a little bit. Nothing fancy, just a little bit of new fluid, giving it some love. Come back up. Now we're going to take our left hand down, anchor it, and come on up. Anytime we go forward, we want to go backwards and complement that stretch. Bringing it back down. Now I want you to bring your legs out as long as the yoga mat. We're going to come down on our backs and pull our knees into our chest and give ourselves a big bear hug. You can roll from side to side, giving that lower spine a yummy massage. And your body will tell you what you need right here. Now I want you to express your left leg out long. Set your right foot right above that left knee. We're setting up for thread the needle. Bring that left leg up and then grab inside that left leg. Look at your opening and grab inside that leg. Yeah, just like that. Now pull that left leg back towards you and lower your head down and just feel your body stretch. You can roll this from left to right. And to get it a little bit deeper with this stretch, you can do a fork lift. Like grab your right leg like this, let that one hover, and bring it down. That just goes into it a little bit deeper. Breathing. Now we're going to release out of this and transfer it to the other side. Find your needle, then thread it, and lower your head down and be with it for 3 breaths. And if you choose to grow it and forklift it, grab that left leg and hover your right. Find that stretch that your body's calling for and breathe. Unwind out of this. Now I want you to bring your feet as close to your sit bones as you can. Your hands will be right down by your side body. We're going to push up into a bridge here. Pushing our sit bones off the mat as high as we can. Taking our arms and we can interlace our fingers underneath our sit bones. Once we get there, we can go up under our tiptoes. Breathe, engage your core, squeeze your sit bones. 3 good breaths here. Now release. Good job. Now take your feet as wide as the yoga mat and knock your knees in together. Resting that spine on the mat for a minute, taking a deep breath. Be with it. Knowing the most important thing you've ever done in your life is what you're doing this very moment. Just staying present. Now, extend your feet out as wide as long as the yoga mat. Bring your knees into a big bear hug again. Now I want you to take your arms out for a stadium arm, and I want you to take your knees all over to the right side body. You can take your right hand and gently place it above that left knee. Breathe. We've just reset our central nervous system, connected our mind, our body, and our soul as one. We have the opportunity to go into our afternoon now with a different perspective. Love in our heart, compassion. Bring your knees back into your chest. Now, give your arms some stadium arms, drop them over to the left side body. And you can take your left hand and place it above that right knee for some extra comfort and love. And breathe. Noticing all that love you just gave to your body and how it feels now versus when you first came to the mat. Take a deep breath. Bring your knees into your chest to reset. Holding your knees into your chest. Think of that intention you set for yourself today when you woke up. Mine was to find more compassion for myself. And whatever that is. Now I want you to take your feet out wide. Grab them. We're coming into happy baby. You can grab the outside of your feet. Finding what feels good here. This by far is the most grounding thing for yoga is happy baby. And now we know why babies are so happy. You can kick one leg up at the time, finding what feels good and bolstering that. Then I want you to extend your feet as long as the yoga mat, and I want you to lay your palms to face the sky. Taking another deep breath right here. Feeling your heart calm. Feeling yourself being present right here. Take a deep breath and close your eyes down. I want you to imagine yourself as a big boulder coming to the bottom of a pond. And just settling in at the bottom. Feeling all of that support and love coming into your body, nourishing you, and loving you. And letting you know that you always have everything you need locked up inside of you. You never have to look outwardly for anything. Learning how to self-soothe, learning how to be with yourself, and to calm your emotional state is key. Take a deep breath. Release the lines in your forehead down. Feel them calming down and relaxing. Find some stillness in your toes. Feel your legs comfortably touching your mat and surrendering to the earth. Take a deep breath. Release the tongue from the top of your mouth. Feel your breath calming and becoming more normal. Now you can come up into an easy pose, seated on your mat, and we'll end this together. So honored and grateful today to be doing yoga with my best friends, and they love me. And I'd like to thank everybody for showing up for yourself today. Bring your hands to your forehead. My prayer for you is consciousness of thought, clarity of speech, and for a compassionate heart. Namaste, yogis. Thank you. It's a
Thank you.
thank you.